All right, what's up, everybody? We are on season 1, episode 6 of Dark, which is called Sic. What is it? Sic Mundus Creatus Est. I think that's what it is. I immediately think about Sic Parvis Magna, but that's for a whole different reason. Anyway, God, I just witnessed one of the most phenomenal twists already in a show that I've ever seen. And so I'm still a little giddy, as you can see. Because I literally just came off of watching episode 5, where obviously it was revealed that Mikkel turns out to be Michael all along. And so Mikkel is actually Jonas's dad, committed suicide. It's actually something that I was thinking about. I mean, I'm not going to do too many thoughts once again because I did a whole review afterwards. And I feel like I said most of my current state of mind in there. So go and check that out if you want. But the one thing that I was thinking about is actually, so there exists a whole 10 years where both Mikkel is alive, but also Michael, right? I don't know how old exactly Mikkel was when he disappeared, actually. But again, like there's a phase where Mikkel is alive as a kid until he disappears, and where Michael is still alive before he commits suicide, right? So there's like a good, 8, 9, 10 years, something like that, where that's the case. How does that work? Like, have the characters ever met? Has Mikkel ever met Michael? I have no idea. That's, I guess, what we're going to find out. But suddenly everything starts making sense. How, this is basically what I literally talked about already during episode 1. Is like, okay, the letter, you're not supposed to read it before November 4th, this exact time, whatever, right? Or was it November 8th, 4th, whatever? But like, so clearly something is going to happen there, which is important. And all that we know that happened ultimately was that like Mikkel went missing. And we never really revisited then, like why did the letter actually address that particular date and time? And now it makes sense because it's like, okay, that's where the loop is created, basically, or whatever. But yeah, and then there's also what I was thinking about, how we actually see Hannah meet Mikkel in the the past timeline or whatever, right? And so they're ultimately gonna get married. Which is crazy to think about because, I mean, it makes so much sense, but you just don't think about it when you're watching it. And then in the meantime, Hannah, of course, we see her being very jealous and upset at Ulrich, right? Even in her youth already. But it's just so crazy because it's like, how does it work that then Ulrich is the one in the future that gets to have Mikkel as a kid? What is that about? Why is it like that? And, why is the connection like that? I mean, it's literally like Michael probably mentioned already, saying that, we only know we don't even know half of the mysteries of the world, I guess, right? And so this is definitely, again, man, it's a major mind fuck, but it's probably the first of many is what I'm realizing. Like, there's going to be more to come like this, and I'm already trying to sort of anticipate, okay, what other connections am I currently missing out on? Because clearly there's some right now already that I should be able to figure out. I gotta tell you guys, but just when I recorded my review afterwards, I checked YouTube real briefly to see some other reactors react to episode 5, and I'm like, genuinely, I don't even understand it, dude, but it's like, I was seeing so many reactors who had apparently already caught on to it. I'm like, what? am I this stupid? Apparently so. I don't know. I just hadn't considered that whatsoever. I don't know, man. But I just absolutely love that twist. And so where do we go from here is the big question. We obviously still have Noah, who's I have no idea what to make of that. There's the guy helping out Jonas, which I've already figured, like, okay, he's going to be a friend of Mikkel then still to come that he's going to make in that past timeline, presumably. And what are all the other connections going to be? That's what we're looking to find out, and that's, I think, as much as I need to say before we dive into episode 6 here of Dark, like I said. So, yeah, guys, without further ado, if you enjoy my reactions to this show, then you can, of course, already check out the next 6 episodes straight away over my Patreon page, which is going to be linked on top of the description. Over there, we'll already be on episode 2 of season 2, so a lot of content for you to catch up on straight away. Full-length reactions will be up there too if you want to see me react to the episodes in their entirety. And of course, over on Patreon, you can also interact with me and stuff. So if you have certain, things you want to share with me, of course, don't spoil the show, but I trust my patrons. But you can do so there, and I'm very eager to see what you all have to say about this show, because it's one of those things where, like, a lot of details can go lost in you or whatever, right? It might be nice to, you know, be caught up by people on certain things, or yeah, I don't know, just additional maybe things that that can be said about these episodes that you might not really make out from what you're actually seeing in the episodes themselves. But I think, honestly, I've said all that I need to say, like I said. So we're gonna dive into episode 6 of Dark. Oh, shit.
Es ist nicht mehr lustig! Katharina? Ulrich?
What? They did that to her? Right in front of the cave?
Hilfe!
Was she supposed... Oh shit. Was she supposed to be the daughter of the power plant CEO? Yeah, right? And that's the same character as the hotel owner?
Wir erweitern die Suche. Ihr klingelt an jeder Tür. Außerdem will ich, dass ihr in die Archive guckt. Ähnliche Fälle in und um Winden in den letzten 50 Jahren. Wenn ein Kind auch nur für 24 Stunden verschwunden war, dann will ich das wissen. Jeder Keller durchsucht wird. Jeder hinterlässt irgendwo eine Spur. Wir müssen sie nur finden.
Wie haben Papa und du sich eigentlich kennengelernt?
Yeah, you can find Mikkel on the class photos. That's crazy.
Im Krankenhaus.
Oh, and of course Jonas is now gonna question everything, yeah. It doesn't make sense, because she should see Mikkel and recognize him. Like, that's literally how Michael looked way back when I met him.
Man wusste nie so richtig, ob etwas ernst meint oder nicht.
Yeah, he was a joker.
Mama,
He's not gonna tell her. He's not gonna do it. Yeah, that's for now, that's a step too far, yeah. Oh my god, this show was already amazing from the start, but somehow this is literally put at a level beyond fucking amazing, dude. Yeah, but what's the deal with Mads? Mads was already missing where Mikkel is now, right?
Als 7 immer noch nicht da war, wusste ich, dass da was nicht stimmt. Und Ihr Mann?
Wow.
Wo war der? Der war zu Hause bei uns. Wir haben zu dritt auf Mats gewartet.
He's listening back to that. Yeah, I still kind of suspect actually his dad. Something is up with him.
Wo wollt ihr denn hin?
in die Schule.
Euer Bruder ist gerade mal 4 Tage verschwunden.
Ja und? Davon, dass wir hier rumsitzen, kommt er auch nicht wieder.
Du kommst jetzt hierher und redest mit mir.
Ist so blind. Jeder denkt das Gleiche und keiner traut es auszusprechen. Mikkel ist tot!
You can only imagine this whole society is gonna be in complete panic when they realize what the hell is actually going on. It's like, how do you even deal with that information, you know? Look at Jonas right now. Imagine if everybody knew. What is that? I don't even know what that meant. You also wonder how, you know, a hooded guy managed to get a hold of the letter. Because isn't Ines still supposed to have it? Did he steal it from her? Is this even the same? I mean, this letter looks so old too, right? Did he get it through the loop or something? Follow the signal. That's what he wrote on there. Yeah, he gave him all the equipment. Well, time to do some spelunking. Is he not trusting of him already? That's kind of what it looks like.
Der tote Junge, den wir gefunden haben im Wald. Der sah aus wie aus den 80ern. Vielleicht ist es derselbe Täter. Wo warst du in der Nacht, als
Maybe it's literally Mads.
Mama hat ausgesagt, du warst zu Hause, aber ich erinnere mich, da warst du nicht. Du warst nicht beim Abendessen.
Oh, okay.
Spät in der Nacht.
See? So that's what he remembered, that he wasn't home.
Zeit auf die Uhr. Wo warst du?
Yeah, man, that's what I'm still trying to figure out, because this guy has been shady all this time.
Verdächtigst du jetzt mich? Ich habe viele Fehler, ich habe vieles falsch gemacht. Aber dass du sowas überhaupt denken kannst.
Just say the truth then, dude.
Er war hier. Wo soll er sonst gewesen sein?
Man, she's putting up for him, but she herself was like suspecting him, right? I don't understand this. Clearly they possess certain information, or they're like afraid maybe to say certain things. Even if they're not involved, they might still have a reason to hold back, you know? It's easy for me to judge here.
Mama, warum hast du gelogen? Papa war an dem Abend nicht zu Hause. Du hast Egon damals aber gesagt, dass er bei uns war. Ich habe die Aufnahme gehört. Also warum hast du gelogen?
Wusstest du, dass ich deinen Vater verlassen wollte? Bevor das alles passiert ist. War deine Affäre. Das war nicht die erste. Und in der Nacht, in der Matt verschwunden ist,
Yeah, that was with the CEO
war er
woman.
hier.
And we know that the CEO woman, yeah, she saw those barrels.
Claudia Tiedemann.
Und wer hat Mats zuletzt gesehen?
Und das war Regina. Regina Tiedemann.
And that's the hotel. Yeah. That's her daughter, right. That's who we saw tied to the tree at the beginning of the episode. Oh my god. I'm trying to take it all in, guys. Could Mads also possibly be like the hooded figure? Guess it's a possibility. I might have a little bit of tunnel vision already, you know, thinking all this time that the body they found was Mads, but... What's that? Little necklace? Bird? Oh, a bird. That's actually pretty significant. Because now I'm thinking about of all the birds falling from the sky.
Bist du sauer auf mich?
Nee. Warum soll ich sauer sein? Also, ich kann das gerade nicht.
Willst du weg? Ich hau ab mit dir. Ehrlich.
Stick fängt doch gleich an.
She wants to run, but not with you. Okay, but like, what can Jonas do in this cave? I mean, isn't it just gonna lead to the dead end? So, yeah, where can he go? Follow the signal, it said, but what signal? Using the equipment, maybe? Telephone bill. What, just a bunch of calls with Hannah? A lot of 8855s, huh? Yeah, I think I can guess who that is.
Hallo?
I mean, it was all bound to go to shit at some point, right? Very, very quickly. Yeah, I can only imagine that Jonas is about to find a different entry way or a different path in the cave then. Is he back? Oh. Oh, yeah, of course. Just gonna ask her about...
1986,
Yeah, about
in der Nacht,
Mads
als mein
now.
Bruder verschwunden ist. Was ist da wirklich passiert?
Das ist über 30 Jahre her.
Du hast ihn damals das letzte gesehen.
Mats war der einzige Mensch, den ich kannte, der nie ein schlechtes Wort über andere gesprochen hat. Ich habe mir immer vorgestellt, dass es dich anstatt ihn hätte treffen sollen. Aber die Welt ist eben nicht gerecht. Dass Mats vielleicht nie verschwunden wäre, wenn es dich und Katharina nie gegeben hätte. Mats wusste, dass ich mich nicht allein den Weg nach Hause traue, wegen euch. Wegen dem, was ihr mit mir gemacht habt. Sonst hätte er mich nicht begleitet und wäre nicht zurück durch den Wald gegangen. Und das Ganze wäre wahrscheinlich nicht passiert.
Oh.
Wir waren Kinder, wir haben alle Fehler gemacht.
Und ich habe bis heute keine Entschuldigung dafür gehört.
Ja, darum geht's dir, eine Entschuldigung, ja? So siehst du dich, oder? Als Opfer, die arme, unschuldige Regina. Du bist so verlogen, dass ich kotzen könnte.
I mean, you did do something pretty shitty to her.
Opa erzählt, ich hätte Katharina vergewaltigt.
Oh!
Das habt ihr geglaubt?
Oh, he thinks she did that. No, it was Hannah. Oh, fuck, dude. This is so deep. Shit, man.
Hannah hat dich gesehen damals.
Hannah.
Of course Hannah saw it.
Dieselbe Hannah, die mit 14 so in dich verliebt war, dass sie alles getan hätte, um dich zu kriegen.
Yeah, think, dude. Oof.
Was hast du gedacht all die Jahre, dass ich das erzählt habe?
Oof, he's about to get a reality check about something 30 years ago himself. Oh, this is so good, man. Holy shit. As much as I want to stress out again, I like Ulrich, man. He might be my favorite character, but he's not as flawless as he thinks he is, obviously, right? He does a lot of shitty things himself.
Die Nummer unserer Hotline 0800 6482 6482. Frau Nielsen?
Ich will, dass die Leute endlich begreifen, was hier wirklich passiert.
Holy
Ich bin
shit.
so blind.
What?
Unter uns ist ein Mörder. Wir klammern uns an die Hoffnung, dass so etwas bei uns nicht passiert. Wir kennen uns doch alle.
Yeah.
Wir glauben, wir wissen alles über den anderen. Wir leben Tür an Tür mit Menschen, von denen wir keine Ahnung haben, wer sie wirklich sind.
Witness Hannah. Oh, he sees it. Okay, that's confirmation. What's he gonna do now? Like, what is he supposed to do with that information? He's gonna go after Hannah, or he better not do something crazy.
Ich habe keine Lust mehr wegzusehen.
Und ihr solltet das auch nicht.
Whoa, what's he doing with him? This is all going so fast. Ulrich's dad is now meeting up with the Peter, yeah.
Mammografiezentrum.
Ja, guten Tag, Tiedemann hier. Meine Frau war bei Ihnen zu einer Krebsuntersuchung am 27. Oktober. Wir haben aber noch keinen Befund.
Bei Ihrer Frau wurden bereits vor einigen Wochen invasive Karzinome festgestellt und nach neuestem Befund haben diese gestreut. Sie sollten schnellstmöglich einen Termin mit Dr. Uhrmann vereinbaren.
Damn. She didn't tell him about that? Now I remember that we saw a scene with her where like she was sort of like holding her breast or something, right? So I guess she has like breast cancer. That's what that whole thing was about. It's crazy how they keep giving context to like little scenes that you see pass by already a long time ago. The show must have such amazing rewatch value when you know everything. Oh, it's knocking on the door. Jesus, that sounded like gunshots. I'm like, this man Ulrich went in and killed Hannah on the spot.
Du warst das 86. Du hast mich wegen Vergewaltigung angezeigt. Willst du meine Familie kaputt machen? Ist es das, was du willst? Was willst du?
Man, she's scary.
Wie ist dein Mann überhaupt so lange mit dir ausgehalten hat? Kein Wunder, dass er am Ende nicht mehr konnte.
That's her own son.
Nun habt ihr sie gehört. Die Tochter des Milos. Einspinnen lassen habt ihr euch. Von ihren Worten.
The eye marks.
Ihrem hübschen Blick.
Well, that's a little convenient.
Ein jeder, ob Königstochter oder nicht, steht mit einem Fuß im Schatten. Dem anderen nur im Licht.
Yo, oh my god, how much shit is this show gonna tease, man, in a single episode?
Noch 19 Minuten bis 9:17 Uhr.
What are we doing at 9:17?
Halb Mensch, halb Tier. Du musst schnell sein. Treff ihn mitten ins Herz.
Dude, I see Ulrich as capable of killing Hannah at some point. I'm telling you this.
Dieses Band, das wir jetzt knüpfen. Versprich mir, dass du es niemals trennst.
Ich verspreche es.
Wow, Red. Oh man, this is all so good. How is the play this relevant to everything going on? Is this where it ends? Yeah, I guess we're about to get a signal. Oh, radioactiveness. Radiation. So is he about to find those barrels as well or something? I mean, clearly, yeah, again, it all has to do with the power plant. You gotta love how it's all coming together, but it's still, I mean, it's impossible to make sense of it fully. Yeah, you want to be careful going in there, though. You're about to damage yourself. I just watched Chernobyl, like I said. I know what it can do to you now.
Wie einst ins Labyrinth hinabstieg. So steige ich nun in meins.
I'm actually getting a little worried for Jonas. Like, you're not supposed to get this close to this stuff, I think. Oh, that's the... Yep, that's the same title. Sic Mundus Creatus Est. I guess it means something like where everything was created.
Geht das für uns gleich zu Ende? Die dort oben haben uns längst vergessen.
Yeah, this
Die
is
richten uns nicht.
hitting her extra hard, obviously. She doesn't even have to act this.
Sterben wir nicht ganz allein.
Oh my god. Wow.
Ist alles gut. Ich bin da.
Wow. Holy shit. It's a lot of wind. Okay, yeah, it's just like pressure. What the hell is this? Oh my god. This is gonna be some infinite crawl space. How have they never realized that Mikkel was right there on the photo? Oh yeah, they're waiting for something here. Does it have to do with Jonas? Probably not. They couldn't have known that in advance. Okay, so they know that this is when something happens with the electricity and stuff?
Ist das Stück schon zu Ende? Oder hast du deine Tochter von der Bühne geschleppt, um sie vor den kranken Menschen dieser Stadt zu retten? Wenn du es hier so wenig leiden kannst, warum haust du da nicht einfach ab?
Oh my god. Yeah, she did already hate her for pointing out that, like, Regina seemed to know the secret of Ulrich having an affair. Oh, it splits here. Where do you go? Follow the signal again? Great, we're gonna need 2 episodes. I hope he gets to come back from this one direction. It's another one of those doors. Jeez.
Ulrich und du, ihr habt einander wirklich verdient.
She hates that god.
Damals. Sag ihm, wie ihre Mutter wirklich ist.
Oh, yeah, of course, it's all about the fact that they, you know, yeah, tied her up in the forest. They bullied her, I guess, a lot. What? What's going on? What is he seeing? He's noticing something. Is it what he's wearing? I'm not sure, but isn't what Mads was wearing there the exact same as what they found the kid? Where? I could be wrong though. Man. So much tragedy in this show. Huh, so he actually found his way back outside somewhere. Let me guess, he's gonna be close to the power plant now or something, or... Mads is missing? No, don't tell me he ended up in the past. He did, didn't he? Oh my god. Hi, Mom.
Hanna, rutsch rüber. Komm, steig ein, fahr dich nach Hause.
Anna?
Yeah, this is
Danke, das passt schon.
this is an encounter you want to forget about, Hannah. Weird guy, just, you know, don't bother. What? But how did Mikkel end up here then? Like, I guess he found the same entrance, right? How the hell did Jonas get in here now then? Because isn't that supposed to be canon then? Oh, he like, this is Mads, right? This is what I said from episode 1. Can I at least take credit for getting one thing right? It's the same sweater. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hat geblutet in einem Horrorfilm. Aber am Ende war es nur ein kleiner Schnitt. Unten am Kinn.
Hmm.
So wart ihr. In einer 1 Sekunde Spinnefeind.
Oh, man.
Dann die besten Freunde.
Yeah. I'm proud of myself that that didn't come as too much of a shock to me. But it's nice that Ulrich finally found out. Yeah, it's what I mentioned already, I think, during the reaction. But I love how, you know, more and more do the puzzle pieces start to connect. But it's still impossible to understand the full context behind it, right? So, Jonas, I find it fascinating how... well, obviously he did his research in the tunnels and he managed to find a different route then, I guess, right? So, like, I mean, up until now we'd only really seen Ulrich, I think, go in those caves and then he found the door and that's it, right? Like, I don't understand how Ulrich didn't find this particular passageway that Jonas did, but I guess he just hadn't looked well enough or something, right? Or he needed the equipment with him as well and the huge flashlight or whatever Jonas had to find those things. That's the thing, those caves, man, they can be so elaborate. I actually, like, I'm subscribed to this one YouTuber who, he and his kid, they go literally spelunking or whatever you want to call it. They go to these crazy caves and they can be incredible. I mean, it's so creepy, honestly. Like, I totally understand. Some people can't even watch it. You know, they just find it too scary. And it's like, well, I don't find it scary knowing that they found their way out. But it's definitely, yeah, it's crazy sometimes how you can have these connections. And there is some pretty scary real life stories too about people that have actually gotten trapped inside of them, right? And like this, I know there's a story of like one guy who never even made it back out. He was like, I don't know if I should share these things, but like he was literally, yeah, like hanging sort of upside down or whatever inside of the cave at some point, and they could never get him out. And so, you know, yeah, I think his body even to this day is still trapped in there. They never were able to, yeah, to retrieve it, which is just tragic and terrible to hear about, of course. But it's all irrelevant to the show right now. But so Jonas actually found a passageway that led him literally to the past, which is interesting because that's clearly how Mikkel then got that too, you would imagine. But the thing is that we know that Mikkel, you know, that loop apparently keeps repeating itself, I guess, right? But like now knowing that Jonas ended up in that too, it's like, okay, are we breaking the cycle then already? Is that how that works? Or I'm still not sure really how to interpret it, right? But clearly Jonas now is about to be the one making a change, or, you know, the storyline that we're following, the ultimate destination that we're trying to reach is like actually, yeah, again, figuring out the truth of it all and probably putting an end to it all, right? Putting an end to the disappearances too, and trying to revert the world to be back to normal. That's the most important thing. So I also realized, because there was one little scene at the end where, of course, Magnus has that little necklace with a bird on it, which already at that point I wasn't really sure anymore where we saw it earlier in the episode, but he actually found it himself. So I was a little, yeah, clearly wrong there and thinking that, oh wait, did Jonas find it in the cave? No, he didn't. It was Magnus himself who found it on those train tracks, right? The other element in this episode that is interesting to think about is Regina. So she has cancer, first of all, we know, right? And she's married to Alexander. She's the daughter of the CEO of the power plant. Clearly, she herself didn't want to lead the power plant or whatever, so she just got her husband to do it then, I guess, or something, right? That's what I presume the story is. But her relationship with Ulrich and Katharina then is super interesting too, where she was clearly bullied by them. And we saw in the very beginning of this episode her being, like tied up on this tree right, by the cave. And so it was mentioned that she was apparently the last one to have seen Mads. And it was almost like an act of kindness or something is how she described it, right? I'm not really sure what the exact circumstances were. Wasn't really able to make full sense of it. But I think it was mentioned how, like, Mads maybe encountered her there or something, or he knew about what Ulrich had done, and so maybe he went looking for her and then tried to get her free. But that's also simultaneously where he went missing, and it's like, okay, how did she lose sight of him then, or how did it exactly work that Mads ended up on his own and getting lost there in the forest or whatever, right, or in the caves or whatever, wherever he ended up getting lost. Yeah, at the end of this episode, we learn what. Thankfully, well, I say thankfully, but like it's nice knowing that at least, at some points I am thinking ahead well enough. It's like, this is literally, I think, a theory that I had right at the end of the first episode already. That the kid they found could have been Mads, and it actually turns out to be, right? That's what Ulrich realizes himself as well now. Yeah, so I don't know what the significance of that is. I don't know how Mads' body ended up here suddenly, right? It was just randomly found there in the forest. So, was it like warped into there, or did somebody take it with them, back to the, that could actually, like, I mean, it's not what it's gonna be, but I'm just, like, it could have been, for example, Jonas finding Mads' body or whatever in the past timeline and bringing it with him to the future, just to try and get the case resolved or something, right? It's not what it is, obviously, because it can't be Jonas who did that. Maybe it was the one hooded guy, actually, now that I think about it. Maybe he brought Mads' body to the future so they could solve the case or something. That's actually a possibility, right? That's what I'm thinking about now. But and I feel like I might be pretty spot on with that. But who knows? It's all just theoretical speculation on my end. Yeah, I think for now I've said, as much as I could say about this episode. Once again, great. I love how it's adding, again, it's adding so many more pieces to the puzzle. Definitely curious also as I'm scrolling through it, like, what role exactly does Ulrich's dad play? What's up with him? Again, him spending time with Peter there and being in the bunker and realizing, like, oh, at this and this time is when the power goes crazy. So maybe they're also just trying to figure out the case, right? Maybe they're also just trying to help. That's definitely what it could be, but it's interesting how he's hiding stuff from Ulrich, though, nonetheless. It's like, why would you hide things if you're trying to just find the truth? Then probably the best thing is to share it with as many people as possible, right? Although, maybe not. Jonas didn't do it either with his mom, so yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot, guys, but I love the episode, and I can't wait to watch the next one. But I myself am gonna probably gonna have to, be waiting myself here until I watch the next one. So, yeah, it's just the kind of show that you want to binge because it's too good, but it is what it is, guys. For now, I hope you enjoyed my reaction to episode 6 of Dark. If you did, then you can already watch the next 6 episodes straight away over my Patreon page, which is going to be linked on top of the description. Over there will already be on season 2, episode 2, so go and check out all of that, right away. Linked on top of the description. Your support is very much appreciated and allows me to make these videos in the first place, so keep that in mind. Full-length reactions will be up there too if you want to see me react to the episodes in their entirety. And then with that being said, I want to thank you all a lot for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you back in the next episode.